Hello there. Cheers, my dears. Welcome to my channel. I'm glad you're here. Thanks for coming. Hmm. The song I've had in my head, um, also you could be like dealing with somebody or connecting with somebody who has like they just have like a dirty mind, but they hide it really well. Or like they could even be like a peeping Tom or a predator or just not a they're just definitely not who they pretend to be. Yeah. But the song I was getting it's by Jason Mraz. It's called The Remedy. I don't particularly care for it, but it's like very cleverly worded, and essentially the gist of the song is not to worry. It's the one I won't worry my life away. Hey, something like that. So yeah, if you feel guided, check that out. Otherwise, I just feel like the message is not to worry, not to worry. To just sometimes it helps to, you know, zoom way, 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 way out and realize that whatever your circumstance is, no matter how hard it is, and I know this is really hard to do when you're in it, like it's impossible sometimes to do when you're in it. um, but it's it will not last, whatever it is, in 6 months, a year, a few years, 10 years, whatever, like you'll look back and potentially have learned and grown and become a fuller version of yourself. And then also, life is really short. And if you embrace a kind of theology that I embrace, which is reincarnation, then you're just like, again, it's just that zooming out for a much bigger perspective. And again, I know it's not it's certainly not what I want to hear when I'm going through something really hard. So if you're telling me to fuck off behind your screen, I get it. I will. Okay. Enough of that bullshit. This message is going to be timeless. If you do watch it, well, I was going to say just like happy Thanksgiving if you celebrate, but whatever. Irashi and Andashi. Inayayando yashi ayanayando shi ondu yayo. Iyanashi alayanda yokuya yandishi. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Inalayalayo. I've been watching this YouTube channel. I can't remember what it's called, but it's about all the different gods and goddesses of Olympia. And like so far it's gotten a little bit into the Titans, but I've gathered a lot from it because for me they represent those primordial emotions that make up being human. But it's like today I really realized, because there's the story of Athena and Medusa, and like that story is so fucked up. It's so fucked up. And like the god Zeus is this womanizer who like makes his wife, who happens to be the goddess of marriage and like commitment, insanely jealous, and she does all this fucked up shit to these women that he slept with and their kids. And um even like he even is kind of like a rapist, and some of the other gods are too. Like it's just like, and I know that is real life. Like I said, the human primordial emotions, lust, jealousy, rage, um and obviously there's a lot of beauty that comes out of these stories as well, like, or beautiful attributes, compassion, empathy, things like that. But um it just seemed very patriarchal. Like, yeah, it's just really interesting. I don't know why I wanted to share that. I got a new vibe. I got a new deck. It's called What's the Vibe? And I'm pretty excited about it. They're pretty wild. They're very different than any cards I've ever had. Um, but they're fun. I've been wanting to try something like this. It's going to be like a learning curve, or it's just going to be different and new, and help me grow and expand as a reader, as a person, as like the way I perceive the universe shows up and is. It's going to be just this really great opportunity for growth. So I hope that this message resonates. If it doesn't, um, then it doesn't, and that's fine too. It's not your message. Keep in mind, it could be for someone in your energy. It could be past, present, or future. Um, these cards are like the kind of cards that you'll hear people say, like getting the tea, because they're not tarot cards. You'll see. I just Give me just a moment. You might be feeling the need to like over explain something to someone, or someone is over explaining to you, and they're doing it because they're trying to hide something. I'm not trying to hide anything, but like just someone could be like dancing around the bush, or like their story changes every time they tell it, or like they can't keep it straight. And then you're like, hey, but this last time you said this, and then they like over explain why. Like, I don't know, some weird kind of talky talk, yakety yak, smackety smack energy. So I want to get 3 cards. We'll see what comes out. I'd like to get 3 cards, and then I want to clarify them with my my Thoth deck. These cards are super slippery. They're so fun. Let's see. I don't know. I'm getting situated here. Woo! Okay, let's see what we got. What flipped? We have established. Yeah, that is just one. And then we have family. Wow. We'll get one more. Established, settled, secure, wealthy. And it's like this crazy fancy sports car. And then family. This beautiful family getting their photo taken in a forest. What's it say? Blood ties, inner circle. So there could be, or I guess like this, so this message is about an established family, a settled, and it doesn't have to be family. It's just it's a it's representing a relationship that is very established, whether that's family or not. Flip it where it needs to go. There's a level of security within the relationship or the group. And, for me, wealth, like when someone's rich, that for me, like indicates a lot of like physical, tangible possessions or like, a big number in their savings account or whatever. Um, and that's not bad. That's awesome. And then for me, wealthy could mean that, but it definitely means like um wealthy with good vibes, like wealthy with self-love, wealthy with people around oneself that truly love them, emotional support. Um it definitely, I guess, I'm thinking about and processing, like it definitely wealthy and like for indicates excuse me, security or stability, I guess I should more say so, stability in one's life, but it doesn't have to be, it can just be like the basics, but they're wealthy because of the amount of emotion they have and connection they have to themselves and their spirit, their soul. With the race car on here, or what, not race car, but what are those called? Like luxury vehicles. This is, I can't think of the name I'm trying to think of for this kind of vehicle, but I'm getting like a shallow vibe. And I'm not saying that people who are rich are shallow. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm just saying the energy of this card is somebody who really cares, overly cares about what other people think, their image, their status, um, what they have. They find a lot of identity. They over identify with the number in their bank account, with the car that they drive, and they're shallow. So it's almost like someone shallow is hiding within some kind of family, friendship, really close knit coworkers, community. There's something there's something off. And that's kind of what I was talking about at the beginning of the reading, was someone just like really hiding who they are. Hmm. I used to know somebody, and I mistook their aloofness for mystery. I've actually done that many times. I project my own emotional depth onto other people, romantically mostly, but not just romantically. Um, and I just thought like there must be something so deep about them. And I got, like, one of my guides said they're like a redwood tree. And I was like, yeah, wow, a redwood tree, like their roots have to probably go so deep to support the height that they get. And I told this person that, and they were like, that's interesting because their roots are like actually really, really shallow. And I was like, oh, well, never mind. You're like an oak tree. Like I just like wanted to have this person play this role in my life so bad. And then later on, I like did my research on a redwood tree, and it's true. Their roots are really shallow because they are intricately connected to all the other redwood trees, and they like support each other, which is beautiful and interesting because this person is like very, very much so like to an unhealthy extreme, but I can see how it could be like healthy and balanced, but like dependent upon the group, needing the group's approval, needing the, I mean, in this case, needing the family's approval. Like they can't live without it. Like they'll die, or at least they feel like they'll die if they don't fit in. So they'll do anything to fit in. Which like to the point of sacrificing who they are. Um, yeah, I don't know what my so yeah, there's that. Sorry, there's like a hair in my sock. Okay, can we get one more spirit? Ooh, I didn't even see this one turned over because it's such similar colors. Let me make sure there aren't any other ones flipped over. No, wow. Okay, thank you so much for 3 cards, you guys. Oh, there it is. Sorry, this hair is like bugging me. I brush my hair out on this couch a lot of the time. Gross. I know, whatever. Okay, so interestingly enough, this card is, it says running, escape, denial, excuses. Oh, snap. Someone's in some really, really deep denial. I could read this 2 ways. I feel like both are true. Someone's in some serious denial about who they really are, and someone in their energy, or like maybe they're not, but someone in their energy is as well. So it's like because people, this family, this group, it could just be a one-on-one. A friend can be family, absolutely. But because they've known each other for so long, they think that their roots go really deep, but this person that they're in relationship with is actually really shallow. Or they just like, I'm just getting this vibe that someone thinks they really know someone and they don't. Like this person has been hiding who they really, really are for maybe their whole life with family. And it takes, it's like it has to be the perfect storm, the perfect recipe to reveal who someone really is. Like sometimes you figure it out sooner than later. And sometimes it's like way, 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 way later because there was this perfect circumstance, this perfect recipe that really revealed someone's true colors. Fuck, and it like somehow relates to what I was talking about with the gods and the goddesses and how some of them presented this way, but they were ruled by like their this like lower nature, lust, jealousy, like Um, so this is really cool. It's like such a clear message. There's also another way I can read this. Escape, denial, excuses. So someone has a lot of excuses, but really it just comes down to them being shallow, wanting to fit in, wanting to present a certain way. And this doesn't have, like I was saying, like wealth has to do with relationships. In the family card, it says blood ties, inner circle. If someone breaks up with you, friendship wise, coworker wise, family wise, like leaves the family, um, that affects your image, sometimes really significantly, depending. So it's like if you shared a group with somebody and you were like, thick as thieves, and then you just like bounced out, everybody in that community is gonna like look at the person who's left standing there wondering what the fuck, you know? Or look at the person that bounced out and be like, what the fuck? Somebody doesn't want to say, someone like doesn't want to, it's like they're being asked, like, what the fuck, man? And whoever is being questioned is like internally running circles around who they are, what they've done, and running circles around who's ever asking them these questions when it's like they're fucking yes or no answers. There's no need to over explain. There's no need for some lengthy dialogue. It's just like simple. It's fucking simple. And sorry, and the other way I am reading this is someone is running from someone's, like they're trying to escape a group. They're trying to escape from somebody's denial and excuses. They're like, I'm fucking out. Bye. Bye. All right, let's go deeper here. Man, someone could have people could have a telepathic communication, and one of the people is like telepathically attacking the other with like lust or fear. Yeah, someone's like trying to fuck someone up telepathically to get them to feel a certain way or do something in actual reality. Which is like a form of like abuse. It's like it's spiritual abuse. Like that's what that is. Like these people who you know, I'm just going to use prayer meetings, for example, because of the way I grew up. Like this prayer meeting, and so is on the board, and everybody's like speaking in tongues, and all these people are praying all these things, and they're, directing all this energy towards this person. And it's like, what if you don't really even know the fucking story? Like, what if the person who put them up on that board is a fucking liar and you're just sending this person all this like fucking energy that should not be directed towards them. It's like that's a form of a spiritual attack. Oh, I'm going to pray for you every day that you wake up and that you heal and change and come back to the family because we're all in so much fucking denial about who we are. And you're ruining our reputation. You're ruining the way our family looks, the way people perceive our family and therefore us. I'm just going to pray for you. Well, fuck, man. Pray for yourself. Someone did something really dirty to me a while back. They left a bunch, but one particular comment, they like essentially um it's like a form of gang stalking, but they like attacked my one of my forms of business, one of the ways I connect and present myself. And they left all these horrible, 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 horrible comments. And one of them was like, um, I just keep waiting for you to change, for you to transform. And it was like such a massive projection. Like someone's running from someone else's projections. It's like because this person cannot fucking handle who they are and what they've done, they keep twisting the narrative. They keep spinning it around to be like, no, you, blah, 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 blah. Or no, they, blah, 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 blah. And like everything they're fucking saying about you or someone else is them. Like, here's like a clue to fucking figuring out who someone really is. Imagine that all the shit they talk is actually what they're doing. So if they say, oh, they're a fucking lying piece of shit drug addict and they this and they that and blah blah blah, blah. They fuck, Joe Schmo, they ruin marriages, they abandon their children, they abuse their children, they're a thief, they're all this shit. That's who they are, and they're projecting it onto somebody else. Probably because that somebody else realized who they really fucking were. And it fucking blew their cover. And they're doing everything in their power to make it look like it's the other person and it's not them. Okay, let's get one for established. We have the Prince of Discs. There could be a Taurus involved. We have the how, yeah, family or like a relationship that holds a lot of memories. The Six of Cups under family and the Eight of Wands under running. Someone might really be like trying to move away from some very toxic people. We have 68 or 86. Someone could be born in 86 or 68. Someone could be born on, or the date, August 6th or July 8th could be significant. 14 could be significant, adding up to a 5. Someone could be a life path 5, or the number 5 could be significant. Okay, the Prince of Discs. So this is coming out underneath this established card. This person has been very driven to become, to present this image. I'm getting they're very, very prideful, very stubborn, very ignorant. Ooh, I wanted to say arrogant, but maybe they're ignorant too, ignorant of who they really are. It's like they think, like I'm seeing that ball. I know it symbolizes a pinnacle, but I'm like getting like they think that they control the world. They think they're in fucking control. They think that like money, image, status is like what makes someone powerful. And it's not. It's not. Power does not come from outside of us, it comes from inside of us. And that's where this person is like really upside down, is they think dominating, controlling, being just a fucking psycho, with trying to control someone or a situation or whatever this is. If they can control it, that makes them powerful, but it actually makes them weak because they're not in control. They're not God. This person has a God complex. See how they're looking down? They're caught up in materialism. And I don't know if you can tell. I need to flip my camera. There's like a geometric box within the geometric circle. They're trying to keep, I just heard Pandora's box. I came out in last weekend's reading. They're trying to keep something, they're trying to hide who they are. They're trying to hide what really happened. They're trying to keep it under wraps. And they're also trying to keep someone or some people contained, constrained, stuck, under their control, under their control. Yeah, this person is a bully obsessed with what other people think about them. That's the furthest thing from powerful. That's the furthest thing from free. Because how you feel about yourself is tied to how other people feel about you. And really, like, who gives a fuck what other people feel or think about you? If you're not at home in yourself, then that's what needs to be worked on. Not covering up how not at home you are in yourself, or denying how fucking insecure you really are. Okay. 6 of Cups is Scorpio energy. Could be a Scorpio. It's interesting. It's always been interesting to me that the 6 of Cups, which is memory, nostalgia, soulmate, family, or just someone very near and dear, a soulmate. And of course, soulmates are friends, lovers. They're just people, not just, they're people who we share a bond with. But it's Scorpio energy, which is death and rebirth, which is transformation, which is secrets and like even secrets from ourselves. It's about wanting to merge with somebody. Someone is very much over identified with their family or their group, their community. Someone is, and interesting. Like this card is so beautiful. You see how all the strings, like they're going, it's like there's an ocean. They're tied. We're trying to find stability inside of water. They're not grounded in who they are. They're tied to who everyone out to everyone else. It's like they don't even have their own identity. They're so enmeshed with others. And now I'm talking about it's like, no, it's not ironic that the Six of Cups is Scorpio energy because, our families of origin, like that's where we experience like so much of our karma. Like, and it sets us, it creates who we are. And then the hope, the goal is that we transform who we were taught to be and become who we were born to be. This is like someone's like really in the thick of this experience. And then I don't know, all these cards, it's like they're just so, it's such a straightforward message. And like with this blood ties, someone, that's the other song that's been in my head, and I heard the word chain today. um I can still hear you saying you will never break the chain. Someone has a chain, or so they think, on someone else. Someone thinks that they own someone, that someone belongs to them, not in a like in a romantic kind of way. Somebody's like, "You're mine. If I can't have you, no one will." Yikes. Yeah, someone like really wants to present as like this like settled family, 2.5 kids, cars in the driveway, own my own home, like as if that's the end all be all. That's beautiful, that's wonderful, but not when you're hiding behind that because you don't know who the fuck you really are, because you're addicted to the acceptance and the approval of your inner circle, as if you like don't have an identity outside of them. That happens a lot. I don't know. Yeah. Of course it does. Six of Cups. And the thing about too is like, even though depending on what your story is, if you're even relating to this, I'm hoping, I mean, you must be if you're still here, but like, I've learned that a lot of the people from my past were absolutely soulmates, but a soulmate doesn't mean they're a part of your life forever. In fact, like, if anything, that's like the rarity. You know, most people, and it's like, well, no, we're family, like, family's forever. Why? Why? Like, because society says so, because tradition says so, because there's fucking pictures that people hang on their wall about family. Family are the people that you incarnated into this world and to, you know, in mother on Mother Earth to fucking learn from, not forever be attached to necessarily. You know, this, it just depends. Everybody's story is different. But like, even marriage, like, it's just because you're married, like, just because society says when you're married, you're never ever supposed to like move on from somebody, maybe you're just supposed to be married for a season. Like, I don't know. I know these are fucking wild. Um, what is it? Sacrilegious. That's not the word that I'm thinking of. It's a good one. It's God damn it. Treasonous. Treasonous ideas, but and it's like, oh, the divorce rate, you know, it's 50%. It's so sad. We're not gonna be like them. Okay. All right, Mr. or Mrs. fucking better than people who get divorced? Like, what? People fucking change. People fucking change. And also, people finally, under the perfect fucking storm, reveal who they really are. You think that someone who has realized someone like is actually incapable of true emotional intimacy and depth, you think they should have to fucking stay with that person because they're married? What the fuck? That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Eight of Wands. This is movement. This could be communication, intense communication, maybe some drama filled communication. But I mean, for some of us, the drama is real. Excuse me, the drama's fucking real. This could also be actual movement, going on a trip, moving. Excuse me, it's ruled by Uranus and Mars. Woo! Uranus is the planet of surprise, planet of trauma, honestly. And Mars is all about movement. Someone, the rainbow, someone is running away from delusional people to find their own happiness. That's what I'm saying. You think because someone's a soulmate, you can't ever fucking move on from them? You just have to stay fucking bound to their emotional fucking roller coaster, their emotional fucking abuse? No, we get to fucking find our happiness. See the diamond there? And like all those arrows, someone could be a Sagittarius with the arrows, like Goddess Athena is also very much here. Goddess of Justice. Um, Diamonds are formed under pressure, but eventually they're meant to shine. Like they're not meant to be under fucking pressure forever. They're It's like whoever I'm speaking to, you were meant to to for all of this to happen, for you to experience all of this, not for the purpose of you to be chained to it for the rest of this lifetime, but for the purpose to have learned from it and move on to learning through love and joy instead of pain and abuse. Yeah, someone could be speaking something out that changes, like like I'm kind of seeing that like a radio signal. I'm not a radio signal, but like a radio broadcast, and it goes in all directions. It affects everything. It changes everything. And or someone could actually be like traveling or moving or something. That definitely looks like someone's, traveling here on this one. And they're moving away from these blood ties. I'm not saying abandon your kids. It's so crazy how people project or like just fucking manipulate so bad. Oh, you want a divorce? You're gonna abandon our family? No, I'm gonna teach my children that they don't have to stay in abusive relationships. How about that for a perspective? You know? You're gonna fuck our kids up. I don't know why I'm doing, well, I'm a woman, so I'm doing a woman's voice, but like men put that same fucking guilt trip on women. No, staying in a marriage where I don't feel safe, where oh, how funny. I'm like, because I need to update my Zoom, but one of the newer versions, you like can do like hand signals and it'll pick up on it and like send the emoji. That's so cool. Dude, that was like super like awesome confirmation for me. Um, thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Um, no, staying in a friendship, in a job where I'm always waiting for the other shoe to drop. I never know what someone's lying about, what someone's hiding. No, I'm not abandoning my family. I'm showing myself and others that I'm worthy of safe and loving relationships, healthy relationships. Marriage does not look like one person dominating the fuck out of the other person to the point where they can't even say anything without being belittled. That's like an extreme case, obviously, but whoever you are worthy of healthy and loving relationships. And it's, I'm getting the vibe that someone may never be capable of accepting who they really are. They will always have an excuse. They will always have an excuse. But you don't always have to have an excuse for them, an excuse to stay. Kids are not an excuse to stay in any kind of dynamic where you're not supported in being who you really are and trusting yourself. You can't stay aligned in a friendship where you know you can't fully trust someone and you know that they never want you to fully trust yourself, because if you did, then you would have to acknowledge that you don't fucking trust them. Okay, I'm being guided to get one more, and then I'm gonna boogie woogie. Wow. Okay. Five of Cups, Scorpio again. Five of Cups, walking away is, or being walked away from. And either, and whichever way, whoever you are in the story, it's fucking so hard. It's so hard to accept that your dream has become a nightmare, that your angel is actually a demon. It's so hard. I mean, it's so disappointing to fucking realize that this is not my forever friend. This is not my forever job. This is not my forever partner. It's so, 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 so hard. The thing about this card is, yes, we grieve. Yes, we grieve. Yes, we hold space for the pain. But there is beauty on the other side of it. There is. We go from the 5 to the 6. So there's a high vibration and there's a low vibration to everything. Okay. So I was just reading the low vibration of the 6 of Cups. Now I'm going to read the high vibration of the 6 of Cups. The 5 to the 6. As you detach from soulmates that have taught you what you've needed to learn, you will move on to soulmates that teach you new things, allow you to learn through love and joy. Like, when are you going to be done learning through pain? All of these messages apply to me. I'm not like you. No, us. When is enough enough? And we got the number 5. 56, 65, 58, 85. Someone could be born in 85 or 58. Or the 8th of the month, or the 5th of the month, May 8th, August 5th. July 5th, May 6th. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. May you be happy, may you be well, may you be peaceful, and most of all, may you be free. Whoops. Bye.